Welcome back to Travel Check-ins with Saida
and Jermaine.
So today I want to help prepare all of our American viewers for life in Kenya. Because life in Kenya can be a challenge sometimes, right, babe?
It can be if you don't know what's going on.
Right. And even when you know what's going on, sometimes it could be a challenge, right?
Yeah, you just got to get your mind right.
Right. And so we want to help you guys get your mind right. And we want to talk about 6 cultural norms in Kenya that can shock and frustrate Americans. One of the reasons why we want to talk about this is because we don't want you to be frustrated. We've experienced some frustrations.
Right.
Other Americans we know have experienced some frustrations and some shocks. And we want to equip you so that when you come, you don't have to do the same.
So you won't be frustrated or shocked.
Exactly.
Because if you're not shocked, you may not be frustrated.
For real. So make sure you take notes, make sure you like, subscribe, and drop any questions or comments down in the comment section. And if you're already here in Nairobi or you're living in Kenya and you've experienced some of the same frustrations or shocks, or you have some of your own, let us know down in the comment section below. So shock number 1, and this is the one I talk about a lot, and I think I should probably just go ahead and trademark this, but this is catfish advertising. And that's one of the things that frustrates me a lot. And it even shocks me too sometimes.
Yeah, they get you more than they get me. They don't really get me much because I'm kind of keep it simple, but you kind of get adventurous with some of your stuff.
So what that looks like in practical terms is like I'll order a cake from a store and I'm looking on the Uber app and I'm like, and this is the Uber Eats app and the cake looks so good. One time I ordered it was what was the kind of cake? A carrot cake. And it was nice and brown, beautiful. I seen juicy bits of carrots in there. There was cream cheese frosting on it. When that cake arrived, all it was a piece of brown cake with no frosting whatsoever. It was a 2-layer cake and it had frosting in it. But when it got here, it had nothing.
See, I don't get that because I keep it simple. If you keep it simple, you good. Chocolate cake. That's what I get. Chocolate cake, chocolate icing, and it comes back because usually I get it from like Java House. They got some good chocolate cake, by the way.
Yeah. And
I don't really eat too many sweets here because we just make stuff differently. Mm-hmm. But I don't really get catfish like you.
Yeah.
Not on the food.
So, and I will say, if you do want a good cheesecake, Java House will be the place because their cheesecake does actually have the 2 layers with the frosting and everything. And I won't mention the store that I got this other one from. But I wasn't getting adventurous when I ordered groceries just this past week. And I ordered hopefully I'll try to remember to put the picture up. It was like a beef sirloin beef. Mm-hmm. But what arrived looked like cowtail. It looked like cowtail and it smelled like cow butt. It smelled so bad.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing about that too now. We realizing now, chicken.
Yes.
You can order chicken.
Yes.
Right? Chicken wings, that's chicken, but chicken wings you can order. But now you remember when we go to the store, like cuts of pork and cuts of beef can be different.
Yes, than they are in the States.
Anything that can be different than it is in the States.
There's only one kind of chicken wing.
Only one kind of chicken wing.
And one chicken breast?
Yeah, anything that's different, I'm going to go and get it. Like right. we did a special trip to the store today to make sure we get the beef we want because different people work in these stores and they have different ideas of what a sirloin is
or a T-bone is or a ribeye or center cut pork chops or loin cut.
The one thing you got to remember, and I was talking to my guy in the gym the other day, is most people that live in Nairobi are not from Nairobi. So they could be from any side of Kenya and they have different versions of what certain foods are. So you have to go in that store sometimes and get it yourself.
You absolutely do.
Unless it has like a name on it. Like if it says chocolate chip cookies and it's got a name, that's what you're going to get.
Yeah. Like if you're ordering like a brand of coffee, like you're ordering Java House coffee from the grocery store, you'll get Java House coffee. But if you're ordering anything that's like a generic product, whether it's potatoes, or
you get that.
Yeah, or if you're ordering avocado, you may see a certain avocado pictured, like avocado and mango here. There are different kinds of avocado and mango here. Mm-hmm. Like there's apple mangoes, there's like 3 other ones that I know. You don't know which one you're going to get when it arrives because it just depends on which one they pick up, even if you chose a specific one.
See, I saw something look like a pork chop online. I didn't care for it the other day.
Yeah.
I was like,
It did look
you
like
know
a
why?
surprise. Yeah.
Why I didn't order it?
Why?
Because I remember we went in there about 6 months ago and he was like, what's center cut? I was like, no, I would not be ordering.
Yes.
I got you. I'll come in here and get it so I can point, this is what I need or this is how I need it cut.
Yeah,
Because,
absolutely.
Right. So I realize it's on us with those kind of things.
Right. So just keep that in your repertoire of information when you come here. We love ordering groceries and stuff, but we're learning which groceries we need to actually go to the store and get and which ones we can actually order.
Beef.
On the app. Yeah, beef don't do it, and pork.
Yeah.
So the other cultural norm that will shock and frustrate Americans are these sidewalks. And not just the sidewalks in and of themselves, it's just how the sidewalks look. Because we even got a comment the other day and the young lady said that the sidewalks, she said it just looks dirty. And I think she did offend someone in the comments because they were like, if it looks dirty, then don't come over here. She said and that's true. So the commenter said, it's dirt there.
Because dirt there, yeah.
Yes. She said we're a developing country. We're a third world country. We're in progress. And we all understand
I agree with that.
But I think one thing Kenyans say is that they're straightforward. They say what they see. Okay. And that's all this American young lady said. She said, I see dirt there.
Dirt. Yes.
Yeah. So it's not a put down or anything. I think as Americans, we understand that the country is in progress. And if you're in Nairobi, you know, it's just growing everywhere.
The good thing about it though, if you visited here before, it will not be a shock to you because ain't nothing changed. So these sidewalks are still the same. So don't come here acting different.
Yeah.
You already know if you've been here before. Now, if you haven't, now we let you know these sidewalks. Like, I come from a place that might have some broken sidewalks, so if you do, you'll feel right at home. If you don't, get ready.
Yeah, you will be shocked. And so, the third thing that couldn't be a shock or a frustration to Americans is going to be what people deem as called passive aggressive behavior. And it was really a shock to me because so I was dealing with an issue and I was trying to get some customer service. Mm-hmm. And so I was coming back and forth about this issue, and it was going on for some days. Then all of a sudden the person who was helping me, they said, let me help you. First I kept getting passed to a different person. Then one person just said, let me help you. And then they said, let me go and talk to somebody. Be right back. Disappeared. Never came back.
And this is multiple people at multiple places. So this is not just one instance, right?
Yes. And so that type of thing can make you frustrated a little bit, especially if you're talking about a billing issue or a payment issue. Like as Americans, we're more solution based. But what I've learned is that sometimes if people don't have an answer here,
right,
they will maybe just disappear versus come back and say, hey, I don't have an answer right now.
Yeah, they're gone. Yeah, I get you. I mean, some of the stuff is changing depending on where you go.
Yes.
But yeah, that can happen to you. And it's just they don't know. Yeah. So we had to, ask my friends here. They're like, oh, if they don't know, they might
disappear. And so, yeah, that's something to just keep in mind. And it's not personal. Don't take it personal. Just understand that you may have to keep following up. And then also you may have to tell the person, if you don't have an answer, no worries. Just call me or let me know when you do have an answer. Cause that's what worked for me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. We'll take the burden off of them.
Right. Reassure them it's okay. I get it. Sometimes there's no answer at the moment, but keep me in the loop. Let me know what's going on.
And a lot of times they appreciate it and then they'll come back to you. Hey, I don't know. Let me find out.
And that's what's been my situation going forward. Right. So, the other one is, gatekeeping. And I think I experienced this as soon as I got here. You want to talk on that a little bit?
Well, this is the thing. I've experienced gatekeeping in the States too. Mm-hmm. So this is just no different. I think the reason we call it gatekeeping because we're expecting this open house policy when we come over here. Mm-hmm. If we're from like the diaspora, how you want to put it, we'll think, everybody's welcome you home. No, sometimes people got some stuff and they want to keep it and they don't want you to get any of it. Mm-hmm. So you have to be on the lookout for that. So when we home, what we do? Go to multiple resources, right? Do your due diligence and research what you're trying to get, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think here is much different, but I don't know what's your experience.
I think it's been a little bit different for me because it's gatekeeping even like with hairstylists or like, us in the States, if we tell a woman her hair looks nice, the next thing she wants to tell you is where she got it done. And I think the process is just a little bit different here. It's like you can ask for something simple and then they need to talk to the person first and then they got to make the introduction. And then it's like, the process just seems a little like.
Sometimes there's some backdoor deals going on. You realize that.
Well, and that's part of the motivation for the gatekeeping so that everybody can make sure that they're getting their cut of the process. Yeah,
at first until somebody figured it out, then nobody getting paid ever again. So that's the bad part about when we figure out, okay, this what's going on. I'm moving on. Nobody get paid off of me again.
Yeah.
Right.
And I get it. Part of it is relationships and networking and putting people together and stuff. But in a few instances that we've seen, just not just ourselves, but even other Americans we know, there's always somebody has to make an introduction.
A middleman.
And then sometimes you find out there was a whole story that was told before the introduction was made, especially if you're an American.
Yeah.
Like sometimes people get told a whole story.
You mean a lie?
But a lie before you're introduced to them. And so they come to you with this expectation. And so that's something to keep in mind as an American coming over here, not to be like super naive about everything.
If you can go through your people, you know, and you trust.
Absolutely.
That's the main thing. It's like anything else. Just do.
Absolutely. And we have a Kenya roadmap guide where we don't gatekeep anything. We share all of the information that you actually need to hit the ground running here in Kenya. We'll make sure we link it down in the description box below, or you can find a link on our YouTube post page. So the other thing is a lack of excellence. And I want to be careful in how I say that because a lack of excellence is how we as Americans would describe some of the things that go on. Would you like to elaborate a little bit?
Yeah, I was like, okay, if you come from a middle class background in the States, right? Or you come from a poor background, you are aware the way you do things are not how the wealthy do it. They do things, they want stuff to the T exactly how they want it.
Yeah.
So we all from the States are somewhat like that. But here, it's so many different people from different places who don't have the same culture. That's the thing. Here, everybody's culture is not the same, so they have different knowledge. So somebody might put some wallpaper on the wall, like, oh yeah, is that good?
And it's a bunch of wrinkles in the wallpaper now. It's not smooth, it's not straight.
But it's not a bare wall. So if they're used to a bare wall and they put that up, that looks good.
Or if they tile your accommodations, your apartment or whatever, and a few of the tiles chipped, they'll still use the chipped tiles.
Now, yeah, you know, if y'all ever watch Ryan Fagan, he'll always tell you about these tiles and Ryan be thinking that grout work. Ryan go take it that grout work, and I know exactly what he's talking about. Like when you're paying for something, we want almost pristine kind of artwork done almost.
Yes.
Yeah, so we
love move-in ready.
Yeah, we want move-in ready. We don't want to, hey, why is that hole right there?
Or like, for an example, you could go and do an apartment tour and you'll see stuff just hanging around, like a mop bucket hanging around or some clothes hanging out on the balcony. And you like, what's going on here?
See, and I get it, right? We're just not used to that. When we come to, if you ever bought a house or look to an apartment, it's going to be clean, vacuum, painted.
No unmade bed is going to be in there.
No, it's not going to be none of that. It's almost like a show.
It's a showroom.
So we're used to a showroom.
We're used to a show. Give us a show.
The show is different.
Yes,
and the showroom is different. So you have to know that. Don't be frustrated. That's why we say lack of excellence is not really that.
Yeah.
It's people are used to different, what's the word I want to use?
Different levels of excellence.
Yeah, not just excellence. It's
Expectations?
No, I don't know, but we know.
Okay.
They know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So that's one of the things that can frustrate you. And we want to prepare you before you come so you don't think like things are just like super weird.
No.
And then the other one is the Polle culture. And I know we've talked about the Polle culture, which has its good parts to it. Like being able to slow down and being able to take your time with things is definitely important.
It is, but I'm going to tell you, that's starting to change.
It is, even with here in Kenya with Kenyans.
Yes, because I go in that grocery store, when they ain't hurrying up, I see somebody like,
they be looking down.
Hey, we got to get it.
We don't even be taking a long time in the line. And they be looking like,
I'm like, it ain't me.
When we using our credit card.
Yeah, I'm like, blame that man there.
It's almost like we're writing a check. Cause they looking like, why you ain't got no M-Pesa? Why you don't have no shillings? And I'm like, it ain't us.
But sometimes that works fast, but sometimes it doesn't.
It depends on the person.
Cashier doesn't know what they're doing. But I mean, if the cashier's taking a long time, they just look people around and say, what's going on up there? That's how it is in the States. So Polle is still here way more than it is home, but that's starting to change in Nairobi.
Yes. And kind of how that can show up is like, they're real chill in how they do things. Like us, we're gonna schedule things way in advance. Like we're scheduling things 2 weeks in advance, a month in advance, 6 months in advance, a year in advance.
You better tell somebody in advance back home.
Yeah, because we need to know in advance. Like if you're talking about there's a wedding next week, you can't tell me this week that there's a wedding next week. I needed to know about the wedding weeks before, right?
Yes.
Months before.
That's what I think people here don't really understand sometimes.
Yeah.
We're always busy.
Yeah.
There ain't no such thing as you gonna show up to my house and I ain't busy. No, I'm busy.
Right.
I'm busy doing something.
Yes.
So here is different. Like, what's the rush?
Right.
And I get
what you mean you don't got no time? I need to see you tomorrow.
Because I understand people gonna get groceries every day, right? They go down there, talk to somebody, they chill. Us, we go in the grocery store.
Grocery store's for grocery shopping. It ain't for networking and conversating.
We might go in the grocery store home and don't say one word while we're in there. Especially if they don't speak at the counter, we probably ain't speaking to them. And it's just like boop, boop, boop. That's the only thing you'll hear, boop, boop, boop. And you out of there.
Yeah. So that's one thing. You may think the timing is important as an American.
Right.
You may think the meeting is important. You may think they should have told you a long time ago. You may think they should have showed up on time. And I hear a lot of people talk about this. They meet with people for meetings and then people don't show up. It's never happened. Well, no, we've had some late stuff. We've been late. We started being late.
We started being late too. I'm like, man, dog it. I'm becoming Kikuyu, or whatever.
And I'm becoming a Luya.
Yeah, we started doing like everybody. Polle, man, leave me alone.
Yeah, like, hey, I'm late, and then, hey, sorry. So the culture, so like I said, it's not a matter of trying to put anybody down or judge anybody. But we want to make sure you guys are prepared as Americans because we don't want you to come here and hate the air. We don't want you to come here and go crazy. But this is the culture, and it could be a shock.
And you have to, the thing about the Polle thing, right? And getting invited to events, you have to be who you are.
Yeah.
Like no pressure, right?
Yeah.
They don't feel pressure. Why do you? If you can't go, just say, hey man, it's too late for me. You got to tell me in advance.
You should have told me some time ago.
Right. And they'll say, okay, that's how you do things.
Yeah.
So don't get mad at them. They won't get mad at you.
And don't get frustrated with people. Don't get upset. I think people teach you how to treat them and you teach people how to treat you. So use those as an opportunity to teach. Like, we don't have to get upset about anything because like getting frustrated, raising your voice, getting an attitude and all that, just does not help anywhere outside of the U.S.
Right. And some things need to be taught and some things you just got to get used to.
Absolutely.
Just to be honest, because you remember, you the foreigner.
Right. And that's why I said it's they're teaching you how to treat them and you're teaching them how to treat you. And then you can meet somewhere in the middle if people are really genuinely, your friend.
Yeah, you want to exchange of ideas so
Yes.
both of you can do things better, because
Yes.
it's something to the Polle, right?
Absolutely.
It's not as much stress.
Yes.
But yeah, sometimes we need to get it too now.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
yeah.
So thanks so much for checking out this video, guys. Make sure you stick around and watch the next video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. And if you're interested in our Kenya roadmap and you want to be as prepared as you can, and you don't feel like you want to do any consultations, but you want to be prepared, we'll link that down in the description, or you can find it on our post wall on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video, guys. Bye.
Bye.